What is happening, YouTube people? Congratulations on being here on a Jewel Sports Cards Live, and happy Thanksgiving. It is my favorite day of the year. It is an incredible time of football, family, food, just so many great things to be a part of. And I have a couple of odds and ends things that I want to talk about today to make sure you, as the Jewel Sports Cards community, are aware of. And the biggest one is that there is a 2023 Select Football Blaster Box that is going to be shipped to the winner for free in the Continental 48 of the Fantasy Football Thanksgiving Challenge. I did this last year. I think I called it like the Turkey Touchdown Thanksgiving Tournament. There's a lot of those things. And ultimately, it's not a tournament, it's a one-day kind of fantasy football challenge. So if you want, there is a video link that will go over all of the details of the rules and how to enter. Feel free to enter there. That's the best spot. If you do enter either in the chat or in this replay, I'm going to do my absolute best to get that entry plugged into my spreadsheet today by 11:30 Central Time. That is when I think that's when the Lions and the Bears play. When that game starts, whoosh, game over. No one can enter because obviously it's going to be a whole lot easier to predict who's going to be successful in the games if you know the results. So there is in the link in the description. There's a link if you have a little hard time following right here. Your boy's not on StreamYard, so I don't have two screens. Maybe I'll get the Black Friday deal that they're sending out. Who knows? Got to look into that. I got some research and homework to do here on my favorite day, but you can see this notebook because that's what I am. I'm a pen and paper guy. You can see that there are 6 teams on here: the Bears, the Lions, Giants, Cowboys, Dolphins, and Packers. Then you see the quarterback, running back, wide receiver, tight end, kicker, defense right there, okay? There's a mind puzzle that you have to create with your entry. That mind puzzle requires you to have one of each of these positions and one only. Okay. You can't have 2 wide receivers. You can't have 2 running backs. One of those positions. And you also need one player from each team. So as soon as you select one Bear, you can't have any other Bear. And you can't double up on the Giants, which would be a terrible strategy to begin with, and then have no Cowboys. Okay. You got to have one from each team and then one position filled. So you have to try to find the value. Happy Thanksgiving, Card Hunter. Glad you're here. Glad you're a part of the Jewel Sports Cards community. Thankful for you. It's going to be good vibes today. And there also will be another giveaway that's right here on this live as well, because I want a Jewel's Sports Cards live to be synonymous with a Joel's Sports Card giveaway. And I'll say that. Here's my second sheet of paper. It's a giveaway pack. One of these teams could be yours if you are here on the live. This is not a giveaway that is in the replay. Sometimes people in the replay comment the magic word that I say. Only people who are here live get a chance to win one of these special Jewel Sports Cards packs. These have 2 top-loaded cards, which are the nice ones, the things that are most sought after. 4 soft sleeves cards, which is either a rookie, an insert, a parallel numbered, those types of things, and then 3 base in the middle. And later on, I'll actually show a little bit of one as well, because I've only sent them out in the mail. I haven't actually kind of just held one in front of you. And shout out, I think I'm going to do one of the Vikings, my Minnesota Vikings, 9-2 Vikings. All right. Thank you, Card Hunter, for the content. Congratulations. I'm so happy to give content. I love sports cards. I love making content. It's all about it. So again, back to what I really hope for is a kind of push to people get in a lineup for this Thanksgiving fantasy football day. It's just super fun. It's if you're messing around this morning and you're watching the parade or you got stuff in the oven, but you got a minute, try to come up with a way to make really good teams via this format. Ripping any new releases? You said you killed that Cosmic. Yeah, I have been ripping some stuff, Card Hunter. I only have a couple things of retail sitting around here that came through Target. I got the Donruss football tin that came in yesterday, and then the retail Prism draft picks dude, I love they don't have on campus here, which is a bummer. I love the on campus, which just kind of knocked off downtown with the college stuff. So will I chase cosmic basketball? We'll have to see. It's a chase though. It's a Jamar chase and a half, dude. Baseball came in at a little more friendly of a price point, I would imagine. But that Ellie's off the PSA and is getting graded. So we'll see. That Ellie's gonna fund some other future rips. We'll just put it that way. So for those that haven't watched that video, go click the channel, find Cosmic Baseball 2020. Is it 4? I think it's 4. Yeah, this is the year 2024. And see the Ellie auto that I pulled on card numbered. Oh yeah, that's true. But sometimes, dude, the unlicensed of the Wemby of it all can still just go, even though it's unlicensed, man. I don't know. I have to get maybe that not secondary because I could imagine a world where secondary prices for Cosmic go up. So all of that to be said, back to here. ESPN PPR is the format that will be scored. So like if Caleb Williams gets a score of 18 with ESPN PPR standard scoring, then if you chose Caleb Williams as your quarterback, you get 18 points there. Then let's say you chose Jahmyr Gibbs as your running back, right? And he only got 4. Well, then he got 22. And the winner, whoever has the most points of all 6 of those positions, including a kicker, because kickers, man, they just are nostalgic for fantasy. I know there's some leagues that take them away, but I love it. So whoever has the most points when it's all said and done tonight, I won't probably announce the winner tonight, but we'll find the time this weekend to make that happen for sure. They'll be getting that 2023 Select Football Blaster Box sent to your house as long as it's in the Continental 48. But I do want to hang out here for a minute. Hopefully we'll get some people. So stay locked in if you are here. Because the person who's around will get one of the Jules Sports Cards giveaway packs. Again, hopefully you've heard some of that info, but I would like to just hang out and talk a little bit of things that I'm thankful for in the hobby. A lot of times I think we get just so easily curmudgeon-y in the hobby. Like just, it's easy to, right? You open up a box, you spend some money on it, you are excited for it, and it lets you down. And like, you don't really know how to outlet that other than just Krabby Patties. You know what I'm saying? Put that SpongeBob on your mentality. But ultimately, the things that I'm the most thankful for is like straight up cards are a piece of art. And like they're a connection point to not only the picture on the screen, but like often memories, right? There's an insert called Any Given Sunday that like will sometimes focus on a specific play, right? And I have a card of like Stephon Diggs miracle catch, the Minneapolis Miracle, right? When it was the Saints and somehow the defensive player was trying to avoid pass interference and Diggs got it, stayed in bound, didn't get touched, scored a touchdown, right? Like I know exactly where I was when that happened. The moment is like a memory that I am, always grateful for and stuff like that. Players, right? Stories that maybe you talk to friends, family members about these certain players. Like there's a connection to the cards that often I think when you look at it just kind of immediately happens like that. It's one of those really cool moments where all of a sudden you're just in your house, your room, maybe at a card show, card shop. And we as humans have this crazy ability in our brains to actually time travel. Like, no, I'm not going crazy. I'm not going cosmic on this card hunter to reference your skew that you were talking about, but you can go back in your mind to a moment, right? And I think that's actually really healthy to be like, hey, maybe today's been a tough day, but if I look at a card, I can think of a moment, right? Or a memory that's connecting. So sometimes, I mean, I'm sure I'm not the only one, right? When you're feeling like maybe overwhelmed or you just need a moment, right? Just kind of open up your PC, look at some cards. And like, for me, like one of the coolest things about this channel is like, I can remember a card based off of the rip that I had too, like I don't always get the chance to keep a card from every one of these rips. I mean, sometimes it's like the ones that are worthwhile, they get sold and I guess I could keep a base card of any, but that'd kind of get lost in the shuffle, right? But like that Ellie and that Cosmic video are just like intertwined for me. Unfortunately, that one's going to go away, but I have the one of one that I pulled from Pro Debut this year, Topps Pro Debut. I'm Blase, Jake Bloss. It's like, dude, that's incredible. Like that's such a fun. I remember the day that I got the box. I remember making the video. I remember getting stoked. Like it even is more connecting in the hobby with content for me. And so hopefully you all have that as well. Hopefully you have these times where you're in it and connecting, and I just find it super fun to be a part of. So thankful for the way that sports cards connect us and help us time travel. I think that that's something that is ultimately like a healthy thing. Now, obviously, if you're always going back in your mind and never being present, you're gonna have some problems. But or if you're always anxious about the future, right, and going ahead and trying to always be forefront, challenging as well. Predicting the future is pretty tough. I think we often admit that in the sports cards hobby when you're so certain, if you buy this guy, this is what's going to happen, or I'm going to sell this guy right now because there's no way he's going to, have a moment. I sold my Jameis Winston card that I had in my collection like immediately when he got called up, and I've been sitting on my Sam Darnold, the whole season when I should have sold it before they lost. I didn't think that a loss would destroy Sam Darnold's credibility, but now Daniel Jones is here in the Vikings camp, and people are chirping. I mean, it's very clear to me that there's no competition, but I also think there's a chance that he does get minutes and playing time because of an injury or whatnot. And then even that can kind of be salty, right? Because if somebody goes into the playoffs, they're thinking about which quarterbacks could go up, and if Darnold was maybe a little bit injured, even though he's the starter, but somebody's like, well, Daniel Jones could come in and he had a moment. Like Nick Mullins threw for 13 yards and had, a kind of bump in his notoriety there. So all that to be said, hey, I would love to know who is live here in the comments, because I would love to be able to wrap this video up and be able to give away a Jewel Sports Cards pack here. But I also was really just hoping to get the fantasy football message out. So maybe for sake of just being crisp and clear, maybe I'm going to just say Card Hunter, because you have been here and you have commented that you're the dude and you're going to win the Jewel Sports Cards pack. Because I'm trying not to let these videos go too long and then people don't want to watch them. And then they miss out on the opportunity for the fantasy football information that I was hoping for. So we'll wrap it up right here. Card Hunter, I'm going to reach out to you. You're a loyal participant, and thanks for chiming in here. Make sure you get your entry in before the start of the Bears-Lions game. You got 6 positions you need to fill out. You can do it here on this video or the one that's in the link, the original promoting of the Thanksgiving contest. You then have the ability to choose one player from each team, and you have to have one from each team. You don't have to just have these names. They're the ones that are just the easiest to know and think about, right? So put them out here on the screen. But if you really want to go deep dive and take the backup for the Packers, feel free. But that's who you got. That's all you got for the game. So, all right, y'all. I hope you have a wonderful, happy Thanksgiving, and stay tuned, locked into the Jewel Sports Cards universe here, because I would love to be able to keep offering content to you all, keep having conversations, and keep ripping. That's always the ending, right? Until next time, y'all, keep ripping. Peace. I really do need to figure out how to end the stream.